to start healing within, which is the name of the channel, by the way, is the concept of self-compassion and self-forgiveness. And what I mean by that is, if we get to a point where there is this absolute forgiveness of all the things that we have done wrong, and the mistakes that we made, the hurt that we caused, and what it does, it will actually make us more empathetic towards others, because then we see that everyone else around us in the world, they are as flawed as we are, and we need to forgive all of that. We need to not judge, we need to accept the imperfections, and with that, it brings this level of freedom in humanity within us that we really never, ever will find any other way. Of course, we recognize that we make mistakes, but the idea is that we let go of it. We let go of it because we did the best that we could at the time that we could. Perhaps we were not aware, and we forgive ourselves. Forgive ourselves from the pasts of all the things that we have done wrong. And sometimes it's harder than said. They say that the words are cheap. That means that easily said, but it's very hard to do. I think if we start by just looking at some of the first things that we do, we say to ourselves, we should have done this, we should have done that. And if we start by at least removing one of them, okay, and work on that, maybe one of the biggest ones, right? And that means when you remove the should is, for the most part, is feeling of shame. That's what that is. It's mostly that you are not quite proud of what has happened. You're feeling the shame, which is one of the lowest energy frequency that we can feel, and it does not do us any good at all, and it just drags us down more and more, and we will feel even less empowered to be ourselves. Take that journey with me, one day at a time, one should removed at a time, and slowly we get to a point of the absolute forgiveness, self-forgiveness. And as we do this, we can really be kinder. The only thing that I would suggest is that when you are making that effort to heal within that context of forgiving yourself, but the key is to not repeat those mistakes or those hurt again towards others. And for others, if you notice that the others around you, or just know that people that they continuously hurt, that doesn't mean that you continuously forgive them. It's just that you have to remove yourself from them, knowing that they're limited. They're limited in their capacities to be aware and to understand the nature of humanity that is within us, that is kindness, love, joy, service to others, and support. And if it turns out that a specific person is not resonating in that sense, then you remove yourself. But radical forgiveness, self-forgiveness comes first. Now, what does radical forgiveness look like? Well, when you truly look at all the mistakes that you ever made, one at a time, and you forgive yourself for it, and you never say should anymore, and I really mean it. You basically decide that what you said or did at the time that you did it, it was out of unawareness, out of possibly not knowing, and if you knew better, you wouldn't have done it. And by the way, that's very true. If you ask anyone, they don't really for the most part. And I don't mean the narcissistic people, that's not what I mean. I mean the regular average person with the empathetic gene within them in the normal range, is that when you ask them around us, friends, family, colleagues, they don't really go and wake up in the morning and say, okay, today I'm going to do something and say something to hurt my colleague or my friend or my neighbor or my brother or sister, my mother or my child. Or we don't do that. We usually don't do that. So we say things out of frustration. We say this out of being dysregulated. We say out of anger, perhaps, disappointment, perhaps. And sometimes we just say things based on our own past programming. We have this idea in our head that things should be a certain way, and that certain way is not the right way all the time, especially when others are concerned. So it's so important to realize that self-forgiveness and radical forgiveness, it is such a powerful first step in total healings within, because after that then you realize that it's easy to forgive others. And I mean that, I really mean that. In my life I can say at least in 2 occasions, once I learned to forgive myself for the first thing that I did after my divorce. It was easy for me to forgive my ex. Tons of shame I was carrying with that, and finally when I slowly became aware and more aware and more aware, without deluding myself, I did the best that I could, and I would stand by it now. Even was it perfect? Absolutely not. But at the time I did the best that I could. I couldn't have done it any other way. So how could I not forgive myself? Because there is just no way I could be perfect. It's just impossibility. That is the recipe for disaster, and the total feeling of shame and loss of identity within me, if I want to think that everything that I had to do should have been perfect. So once I tapped into that, once I realized that, it was so easy for me. See the other person as a person that is full of goodness, at the same time full of flaws. Overall, we're all human and we make those mistakes. Radical forgiveness. Think about that and practice it. Start practicing it one should at a time. Okay, kill one of the shoulds at a time. All right, and feel free and live a free life, and start healing within in the best possible way that you can. It's your life, and it's your life only. I hope you found this useful. Share your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about that? Be well, my friends.